everybody, my name's Emily, my pronouns are they, them, and welcome back to Badger Witch Tarot. This video is a pick a card reading for guidance and wisdom for this Samhain Halloween season. And also these messages could be for whenever, whenever you watch this, but I'm recording it in October, so I'm focusing on energies for the Samhain season. So we're going into the darker part of the year and all that, um, going into hibernation mode, and as far as Samhain, honoring the darker parts of ourselves and nature, and honoring our ancestors and those that are on the other side of the veil. So, just a reminder that this channel is a safe place for LGBTQ, and if you are a bigot, please leave. And if you decide to comment hateful things, I will just delete you. So, let's save everybody's time. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I have 3 groups for you here, and you can pick by choosing which object you like most or just which pile is vibing with you. So let's jump right in. So we've got this little pumpkin jack-o'-lantern bracelet for group 1. And then we have this little scarecrow for group 2. And finally, we have this really beautiful little spider necklace pendant for group 3. All right, so take a deep breath if you'd like. And I will meet you in your group. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your group, your message for this Samhain season. Today I'm using 3 decks. The Raven's Prophecy Tarot by Maggie Stiefvater, and the Witch's Wisdom and Witch's Kitchen decks by Barbara Meiklejohn-Free and Flavia Kate Peters, with art by Richard Crookes. And I will be writing all the decks down in the description box. So these are our cards for today. I'm going to flip over everything and then go through the messages as they come. So, for our tarot cards, we have the Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. And then for our Oracle cards, we have Yule, Rebirth, and Blackberry, Invasive. I'll probably read from the book for the Oracle card messages, just because they have some pretty good information in there. All right, so what I'm getting here is you're starting anew with something, especially in relation to your friendships and relationships, and connecting to your emotions and feeling your emotions, honoring them, and really nurturing yourself and your relationships and how you connect emotionally with others. And you're planting the seeds for relationships that will last for a very long time. So, or at least play an important role in your life. So, let's see. Yule, Rebirth, and Blackberry Invasive. I'm going to read the Yule card first from the Witch's Wisdom deck. So let's see. Yule. All right. If you'd like to take a picture of that. Okay. You waned, now growing like the sun, who's born again, the light has won. With Yule log placed upon the fire, rebirth delivers heart's desire. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. That's a little like spell poem to go with the card. Okay, Witch's Wisdom. Like the celebrated midwinter sun, it's time to make your ascent. You are growing stronger and an exalted journey awaits. Yule honors the return of the sun's power, a celebration of its rebirth. Your battle has been won, and you can take your deserved place next to the winning Oak King who reigns supreme at Yule over the Holly King until they meet again at the solstice of summer. I'm just reading through this. I'm pretty sure the writer of this is Wiccan, which good for you if you're Wiccan, but I don't fully follow that. But let me see if I can get to the root of this message here. So spruce yourself up, for Yule brings great news of impending rebirth, for a new way of life is just around the corner. Rebirth can come in many forms, such as heading in a new direction, a promotion, a new job, new perception, empowerment, or enhanced connection with the old ways. Whatever it is you have been asking for comes to pass when Yule arrives. So be expectant and positive as rebirth accompanies you through to the other side, where you will emerge wiser and stronger than ever before. Your past is truly behind you. The difficulties you've endured have made you stronger and wiser. A new way of life beckons. Shine your light brightly. Your wishes and dreams are coming true. Relax in front of a log fire. And then this is just a little info about Yule. Yeah, I'm starting to see a picture here. So I really think the rebirth is in your relationships. Like I said at the start, I think you're really connecting with people who resonate with you and who truly care about you for who you are. And that rebirth is you moving forward without the toxic people from your past. And that's where the Blackberry invasive card comes in. So it's not always easy to disentangle yourself from toxic people, from unhealthy relationships, from just even relationships that just don't serve you or them anymore. So it's important to be in touch with yourself and how different people make you feel. Do you feel drained after spending time with a certain person? Do you find yourself viewing yourself negatively? Or on the flip side, do you feel good and energized after spending time with someone, and do you feel good about yourself? Those are the things to pay attention to. And the people who draw you into negativity and who make you feel small, that's who you're leaving behind. And it's important to have a positive outlook in that you deserve to be around people who you care about and who genuinely care about you. And that's what this rebirth is in your life, a move into relationships that truly serve you and serve them. And that's really beautiful, especially moving into the darker part of the year. there is a sense of rebirth at this time, and at Samhain, kind of a death of the old, um, moving into, a more reflective part of the year, but we're definitely leaving behind um, things that don't serve us. So, yeah, that's the message I have for you. Actually, you know what? I'll read the Blackberry Invasive. I just was going off of, I've gotten that card a lot before. Let's see. Okay. Time to break free, boundaries in place. Intruder, stalker, get out of my face. Thorny, sharp branches and berries of black protect from invasion to prevent attack. The magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. So, somebody is desperate to be a part of your life and could be pushing your buttons right now. Their invasive presence and blatant disrespect of your boundaries is making you feel uncomfortable. Neighbor disputes could be an issue for you as boundary lines are crossed, or you may be fighting for personal space at work. Time to break away and free yourself from the entrapment and attachments of others and heal from anything that is causing you unease. If you permit, I shall protect you from unwanted invasion with my thorny branches. Plant me in your garden to prevent energy vampires from crossing your threshold. And if my thorns draw the perpetrator's blood as dark and juicy as my berries, then you can be sure that justice is served. All right. Yeah, so that's along the lines of what I was thinking. It's it's time to honor your own boundaries and find out what they are and really just leave these people behind that mean you harm or cause you harm even if they don't mean it. So that's what I'm seeing for you, group one, for this season. And I hope this was helpful. Leave what doesn't resonate and take what does. And I wish you a um, magical and um, sorry. um, I just had another thought. Um, with the Three of Cups, I'm just wondering if there are especially three people that you are particularly that are particularly important to you and to really focus on and nourish those three relationships. That might be only for a couple of you, but for some reason that stuck out in my head and I had to say it. Yeah, so I hope you have a very meaningful Samhain season and thank you for watching. Hi, group two. Welcome to your Samhain wisdom reading. Today I will be using two oracle decks and a tarot deck. So I have the Raven's Prophecy tarot and the Witch's Wisdom and Witch's Kitchen oracle decks, and I'll put that info in the description box. So to get started, I'm going to lay out your cards and then see what messages come up. So we have the Six of Cups, the Magician, and the Nine of Pentacles. Nice. Okay. And then for your oracle cards, we have High Priestess or High Priest Responsibility and Sage Purification. All right. So to me, this is talking about one, tuning into your intuition, especially where it regards yourself and your connection to the past, but also knowing what to leave behind in the past and what to take with you to the future. So what I'm seeing a focus on here is really sifting through what from your memories, from your past, what lessons you've learned, what tools you have, really what helps you and what holds you back. And so this is a time to kind of purify out what doesn't serve you anymore and what instead tune into what empowers you and what will empower you to reach your goals, especially when it comes to physical things, your physical body, your health, um, finances, work, things on this physical plane, your space around you. Um, and also, I think this is a good time to purify your space in whatever way that makes sense to you, whether it be with, you know, salts by the door or using burning herbs or incense, um, not white sage, please, unless you're indigenous, and that's part of your practice. Um, uh, just a note in there. I know that's a um, big argument in the witchy community, but just plugging that in there. Always listen to the people whose practice it is. Um, okay, so yeah, so purifying your space, also maybe even cleansing, like getting rid of things that no longer serve you, like actual objects, clothes, books, etc. Um, because there's a big focus here on that, on your space, and just what empowers you and what will help you to achieve your goals moving forward. And you have, you may have been very overwhelmed by that kind of thing in the past, but you're feeling empowered to move forward with this and feeling more capable and in control, that kind of thing right now. So I'm going to read from the two guidebooks for the Oracle decks. So we have High Priestess. Okay, I'll put this here just for a moment so you can take a picture if you want, but I'm going to read some of it out loud. Okay, so High Priestess. Responsibility. Influence, control, and power could result in something sour. Responsibility is a must, creating outcomes fair and just. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. Interesting. I think you're also feeling more aware of your impact on the people around you, on your space, on your life, and your decisions, and being a little more responsible and aware of your responsibility where that's concerned. It's not enough to seek power for power's sake. You must accept the responsibility that comes with it. All good witches know that I don't think there's such thing as a good witch and a bad witch. This guidebook, I'm pretty sure, has Wiccan undertones, which good for you if you're Wiccan, but it's not really something I subscribe to. Okay, so consequences are attached to any magical workings that may be undertaken. If we perform an action that causes a result, then that result further causes an effect that goes on to influence all beings in some way. The priestess acts as a spiritual guide, um, making sure that in all that they do, when they come together, it's done in reverence and with integrity. Um, Responsibility accompanies the high priestess priest to remind you to undertake a deep awareness of the possible effect of all things as a result of your thoughts, words, and actions. Yeah. Whether you are a member of a coven or choose to work alone, see yourself as the high priestess, priest, and treat all that you do with respect. Face your responsibilities. Never use your power on a whim. Be careful what you wish for. Own up. Turn to your inner priestess, priest for assistance. Your calling may be to guide others as well. Okay, so yeah, you're really becoming more aware of your role in your life and in others' lives and in society, and becoming more empowered and thoughtful and deliberate in your actions and your goals. So that's really beautiful. And I hope this reading is empowering for you. Um, as always, please um, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm just doing short readings today. I think too much information is overwhelming all of us right now. So I'm trying to keep these readings short and sweet. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a blessed Samhain season. Hi, Group 3. Welcome to your Samhain season reading. Today, I will be using 2 Oracle decks and 1 Tarot deck. I have the Raven's Prophecy Tarot and the Witch's Kitchen and Witch's Wisdom Oracles. I'll probably read from the guidebook for the 2 oracles, just because there's some good information there. So I'm going to lay out your cards and then see what the messages say. So we have the 2 of Cups, the Judgment card, and the 9 of Cups. Okay. And then for our oracle cards, we have Mabon, Balance, and Turmeric, Diversity. Okay, so none of our preferences and choices and perspectives exist in a vacuum. So that is to say that everything we're drawn to is influenced by society, our upbringing, our culture, all of those things. And this reading is asking you to take a look at your life, at the people in it, and ask yourself, you know, just go into it with curiosity and see, where are you being biased? Where are you excluding people from your life that otherwise would really be bring something important to your life, whether it be love, friendship, um, wisdom, whatever it may be, even a different opinion. As long, and when I say that, I mean differing opinions that are productive, that don't um, attack someone's identity and right to exist, because we don't play around with that here. Okay, so this is also saying to really take a look at the different areas of your life. So, where do you not have balance? Are you focusing on one aspect of your life so much that the other parts are falling to the wayside? Um, Also, in what ways can you accept the differing parts of yourself? The both the parts you like and maybe the parts you don't like so much, and how can those work together, and how can you be your most authentic self. And I think this is also a time to really think about, what do you want? What do you wish for? What do you dream of? And really look at those dreams and see if you can imagine what they really would bring to your life, and kind of assess how authentic those wishes are and if they need to be adjusted. And also just your perspective on what you deserve to have come true. And I don't mean that in a like, well, you deserve this if you've done this, this, and this. No, I mean like in a self worth kind of way. Like, you deserve to live your best, most authentic life and have meaningful, loving connections and abundance and all of those kind of things. And this is also asking you to look at the most important relationships in your life, especially if you're in a romantic relationship or want to be, or close friendships, um, close family members, whether they be chosen family or not. Um, really evaluate those relationships and see if they are for both parties' highest good. So for the relationships that really both parties are nourishing themselves and each other and not taking from each other and draining each other. So at the end of the day, this is a really beautiful reading and just asking you to look at the big picture and the balance and breadth and diversity of your life. And I think that's really beautiful. And I think it's interesting that we have both the light and dark ravens and the light and dark tree. Um, this is asking you to find balance between those aspects of yourself and really honor whichever one you're not focusing on as much. Um, because they work together, even though it seems like they're in opposition. They're two parts of a whole. All right, so I'm going to read from the guidebooks. I'm going to start with the Witch's Wisdom, so the Meiklejohn Balance card. And I'm just doing short readings today, just keeping things simple. Okay, so in case you want to take a picture, and then I will read. So Meiklejohn Balance. Meiklejohn gifts us dark and light, candles lit, one black, one white. Important to shine out far and wide, and to honor our shadow side. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. At this time of acknowledgement of the fruit harvest, you are reminded that you too are a part of nature. Therefore, it is harvest time for you as well. What seeds did you plant in your life this year? Have they come to fruition? What do you need to bring in or release in order to move forward? Meiklejohn asks you to reach into your very own storehouse to seek the balance within. If you're feeling restless, emotional, or out of sorts, then call upon Meiklejohn to restore the balance in your life. Work with all elements in ritual and magic in equal measure, and honor each equally on your altar for a time, until you find a healthy balance in all things. Embrace any aspects of the self which are devoid of light, and eliminate only that which does not serve you, with gratitude and lessons learned. Once balance is achieved, rest and enjoy the fruits of your personal harvest. Reflect upon the past. Upset or unhappiness is caused by an imbalance in your life. Well, sometimes. I don't always love this book, so take it all with a grain of salt. Eliminate anything or anyone who upsets the equilibrium. Embrace and get to fully know your shadow side. Hold on to only the lessons from past hurts. Seize the fruits of your labor. Autumn equinox is a day when daylight and darkness are in balance with each other before the darker days come. We give thanks for this harvest of the fruits. This is a time of going within to reflect on the months beforehand and to count our blessings for the abundance that has been bestowed upon us. Yeah, so I think that accompanies the message that I've said so far. Let's look at turmeric diversity. Mm, Sorry, turmeric. Okay. Routines old and very stale, mundane tasks lead you to fail. Mix me in to welcome change, diversity reveals new range. I'm here to make a difference in your pantry, for a little diversity is needed to shake things up. Old routines have become stale, and your magic is a little worn. It's time to add variation to the mundane and take a leaf out of my book. My powers go beyond the ordinary, for my strong anti inflammatory properties are used to treat a variety of ailments, from increasing antioxidant capacity to fighting free radical damage. I help boost the immune system, protect the heart, and have been known to lift your mood. I add an element of deliciousness to food, particularly curry, when you stir in my yellow powder, and I also contribute to healthy digestion. My magical power can be utilized to remove black magic. Curses will lift when you use my black powder, which is not for consumption. Opportunities for change arise as I remind you that variety is really the spice of life. Okay, yeah. So, like I said, incorporate differing opinions in your life. Uh, Learn and seek wisdom from people that are different from you. Um, Listen, learn, do different things, like, just in your own daily life, like the, guidebook said, and I think that will help you feel more in balance just by incorporating diversity into your life. So, that's what I have for you today, group 3. I hope it was helpful. As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I hope you have a meaningful Samhain season. Thanks for watching.